union government has taken several initiatives as far as the Northeast is concerned, particularly the states bordering Myanmar. The big story at this point in time is that former Union Home Secretary Ajay Bhalla, a 1984 batch IAS officer who had retired only in August this year, that is a couple of months ago, he has been appointed as the new governor of Manipur. Obviously, Mr. Ajay Bhalla has a in-depth knowledge of the situation that started on the 3rd of May 2023. 3rd of May 2023. He was the Home Secretary then. He was in the thick of things in taking administrative decisions as far as trying to quell the ethnic violence in Manipur. The fact that the violence is still continuing in Manipur 19 months after it started is a different story. The second point to note at this point in time is that the former Army Chief General V.K. Singh, also a former Union Minister, he has been appointed as the new governor of Mizoram. Now, what is common between these two appointments? The common thing, the thing that is common between these two appointments is that both Ajay Bhalla, who has been appointed governor of Manipur, and General V.K. Singh, who has been appointed as the governor of Mizoram, both these states share borders with Myanmar. Both these states share rather porous borders with Myanmar, and there has been crisscrossing of people from both the countries. Now, at this point in time, as we speak, there are more than 30,000 Myanmarese refugees who are escaping the civil war in that country and are taking shelter in Mizoram. Now, let's first focus on Manipur. Now, Ajay Bhalla's appointment is absolutely significant because despite the presence of 60,000 troops on the ground, including the Manipur police, and despite the fact that Armed Forces Special Powers Act has been reimposed in several parts of Manipur now, there has been no let-up in the law and order situation. Extortion is rampant, illegal arms flow is rampant, there are intermittent firings still going on in Manipur where 60,000 people have been displaced and more than 250 people have been killed in the last 19 months. So in this backdrop, when you find a person like Ajay Bhalla, the former Union Home Secretary who retired only 3 months ago, is considered to be highly significant. Now, what is also significant is that now all the key administrators as far as Manipur is concerned are central government nominees. Now, let's start with Ajay Bhalla. He is of course a central government nominee. He has been appointed the new governor. Now, the security advisor Kuldeep Singh, he is also a central government nominee appointed by the MHA. Now, the Director General of Police, Rajiv Kumar, he is also a central government nominee. And again, if you look at the unified command that is in force in Manipur, that is also headed by the security advisor Kuldeep Singh. Now these appointments mean that Union Home Minister Amit Shah now has a definite plan as far as dealing with the situation in Manipur. Now, both the sides are absolutely belligerent even today, and they have not really met face to face for a proper dialogue. Yes, the initiative of the Union Home Ministry, the Kukis and the Meiteis leaders, they had met in Delhi, but there was also some kind of a confusion with the Kukis saying that they had not met the Meitei leadership, they had only met the union government officials, and that they only met during lunch. So this is the backdrop, this is the type of animosity between the two sides, because there are 10 elected representatives belonging to the Kuki-Zo community, including 2 ministers who have not been able to attend assembly sessions. They have not been able to set foot in the Imphal Valley for the last 19 months for fear of their lives, because they are not particularly sure of the law and order situation. Similarly, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has not really been able to visit Kuki-dominated areas like Chorachandpur in the last 19 months. So, in this backdrop, this appointment of Ajay Bhalla is highly significant. Now, the volatile situation in Myanmar is a matter of great concern for India. Now, if you look at the Brotherhood Alliance, is a combine of several several Myanmarese anti-junta militias. Now, one of the component of this Brotherhood Alliance is the Arakan Army. Now, the Arakan Army has taken control of the entire Rakhine state of Myanmar that shares a 271-kilometer long border with Bangladesh. Now, Bangladesh is fearing already 60,000 Rohingya refugees, fresh influx of Rohingya refugees to the tune of 60,000 have taken place. They have fled for their lives and they have come to Bangladesh. Already Bangladesh is hosting 1.2 million Rohingya refugees already in Bangladesh from earlier clashes. Now, similarly, what we see on and off reports from Tripura and Mizoram, even Manipur, is that there is a trickle of Rohingya refugees who are, of course, get caught on the Indian side. Now, that is a fear, whether there will be a refugee influx because of the volatile situation in Myanmar. Now, the government of India, as far as the government of India is concerned, Myanmar is a country which figures high on its neighborhood policy. And the government of India has to have a very a tightrope walk in Myanmar, where the Chinese influence is known to be extremely high. And at this point in time, it is very important for India to decide how to deal with some of the rebel elements who have taken full control over almost half of Myanmar at this point in time. Because can we ignore these rebels who have taken control of the administration in state after state after state in Myanmar? Almost half of Myanmar is under the control of the rebel armies who are anti-junta. So, of course, the Indian government maintains a very good diplomatic relation with Naypyidaw, with the military generals there, and now, of course, there has to be some channels of communication with the rebel armies or the rebel administrators who are also ruling in stretches bordering India. So, this is a major cause of concern, and it is in this backdrop that apart from, of course, the internal situation in Manipur, where there is no let up to the Kuki-Meitei clash, there is no formal talks, there is no attempt at bringing two sides to the negotiating table, and the civil society is also divided on ethnic lines. In this backdrop, Ajay Bhalla is expected to play a very crucial role, considering his huge administrative experience. Same is the case with Mizoram, where a former general who also has ministerial experience in the union government, General V.K. Singh, has been appointed as the governor of Mizoram.
So, Wasbir, with Ajay Bhalla in Manipur and General V.K. Singh in Mizoram, so has the centre clearly sent across a message to everyone, including the state governments and key stakeholders of Mizoram and Manipur?
Yes, I would agree to what you were saying, because yes, it's a clear message from the centre that there will be, from now on, there will be a no-nonsense approach as far as dealing with crisis, dealing with rebellion, dealing with ethnic clashes are concerned. Now, we have talked a lot about Manipur. Manipur is in the headlines, so a lot is known about what is happening in Manipur. But look at Mizoram. Now, we have a government led by the Joram People's Movement, JPM. So now, Laldu Homa, the chief minister, he has been openly advocating a unified Kuki-Zo homeland. What unified Kuki-Zo homeland means, they're saying that that has been the dream of the Kuki-Zo community. Now, when you talk about unified homeland, that means it has to comprise Mizoram, where the Kuki-Zo community is the dominant, actually it's a state. Mizoram is a state inhabited by the Kuki-Zo community, and large parts of Manipur, particularly districts like Churachandpur and so on, are also Kuki-Zo. Now, it is a contiguous area, and this is the area what we understand when a chief minister like Laldu Homa talks about Kuki-Zo unification. Now, Laldu Homa went to the extent of saying that Kuki-Zos are also present in Myanmar and Bangladesh and so forth. Therefore, that has been a very big dream of this community to stay under one single umbrella. So, in this backdrop, the appointment of V.K. Singh is going to be very significant, because the center is against any more dismemberment of the states in the northeastern region, considering its strategic location. And the situation in Myanmar, the volatile situation in Myanmar, has added to New Delhi's worries, because anything can happen in the state, whether the rebels will be ultimately able to overthrow the military junta, in that case, which is the conglomerate that is going to be in power in Naypyidaw. These are questions that are uppermost in the minds of the New Delhi. Also worrying factor is the Rohingya influx, and of course also another worrying factor is that India has a lot of interest in Myanmar. The Rakhine state, which has now come under the control of the Arakan army, that is the place where India has set up the Kaladan multi-modal transit and transport system, where India is building the port in Myanmar called the Sitwe port, which is just 109 kilometers from Mizoram. Now India has already spent about 1,000 crore in building the port. India has already spent about 400 crores in building the road stretch, but it has not happened so far, because that Sitwe port from India's strategic point of view is very, very important, because India wants to bypass Bangladesh and get access to the sea to service its landlocked northeastern states. Now there has been a regime change in Bangladesh with the ouster of Sheikh Hasina in August this year, and after that the government, so-called government, or I would say an ad hoc government of Chief Advisor Muhammad Yunus, the economist, he has already adopted some kind of an anti-India stance, and some of the members of the Yunus administration has even gone to the extent of saying that the Chittagong and Mongla ports should not be allowed to be used by India. So in this backdrop, the significance of the Sitwe port has only increased. So therefore, these two appointments, one can safely say has been very, very carefully done by the central government, carefully picked up, hand-picked official like Ajay Bhalla and former Army Chief V.K. Singh to appointed as governors in these two sensitive frontier states.